Hi, I wanted to go over some of the things that I think might help you as you're navigating in Zoom as well as other windows, either as a participant in a Zoom call or as a host in a Zoom call. So the first thing is you're seeing my Zoom screen as full screen, and I can exit the full screen mode by clicking up in the upper right here, and that takes me into a smaller view. You can go back into full screen by clicking on that dial that I clicked on over on the upper left, or I can hit my escape key. That's another way to take me out of the full screen mode. So I'm going to go back into full screen mode here. And when you're in Zoom, you'll see that there are a variety of tools at the bottom of your Zoom screen. One of them is the chat tool. And when you're in full screen like I am right now, you have the ability to move the chat screen anywhere on the screen that you would like. So I'm going to just type a little message here like that, and it's that chat is right here. I'm going to exit my full screen mode. Oops, I just deleted my or moved my chat. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller now. And so you can see that the chat window collapsed right back into the same Zoom window as I'm speaking in. So that's something you might be helpful to know. And now you can take the Zoom window and move it anywhere you want on the screen. I'm going to set up a couple other things on my desktop right now. I have a spreadsheet. I have my LinkedIn, Twitter, a Google Doc. I'm going to pull up my spreadsheet and I'm going to lift it off the set of tabs that it was in and make it a separate window. And when you do that and you kind of get these double arrows, they're also called handles, you can kind of squish your spreadsheet into something that you can still see most of the columns in, but it's also smaller. And then you can move this around by dragging. There's a little double arrow at the corner, and you can stretch that or shrink it as much as you want. And then I think I'm going to go and grab one of my Google document here. I'm going to lift that off and make it separate. And then I've got all this other stuff behind. I'm just going to minimize that so it's out of the way. So now when I click on this doc, I can move that around on the screen. And so I have three things that I can access really easily. And if for some reason I were to ever get lost, like where's my Zoom screen? Because I might have 5 or 6 or 7 different windows like this up. Down at the bottom of your screen, on your dock, in my case, or at the bottom of your computer, you have a little icon that's got a blue square with a white camera. That's your Zoom app. And so watch what happens to my Zoom window, which is up in the upper left corner of the screen right now. If I click on this Zoom, it makes the Zoom meeting itself the top window. So if I was lost in a bunch of windows, oh my gosh, where's my Zoom? I can click on that Zoom icon down at the bottom and voila, there it is. It's back at the top. So that's something you might want to know about. And if you're looking at this on your phone, that's fine for an overview, but I would suggest that you actually do this on your computer so that you can move things around. The next thing I'm going to show you is I'm going to add in sharing my screen. So here I am sharing a screen, and you can share a variety of things. You can share your desktop, which I was doing earlier, but I'm going to share a whiteboard feature, which is kind of a nice feature. And so now I've got all this other Zoom stuff going on here and these other documents. It's going to get me all lost. I got to make sure I know where things are. So here's the Zoom right here. If I click on the 3 dots that say, and more, the word more is underneath, I'll find chat. There's my chat. So that's good. And move that over on the left. I'm going to move this whiteboard. I'm going to come up at the top right or the top left and kind of just move it to a space on the screen that it's out of the way, but I can still access it easily. And I'm going to put my Google Doc. So now I have access to all of my windows. My spreadsheet is, whoopsies, my spreadsheet's back here. I can get rid of that for the moment. And so I'm going to actually have people working on a whiteboard, and that's a kind of a cool tool in Zoom. So when you're on your whiteboard and you click that pencil, you'll get a variety of options. So you can use text. Pardon my lack of punctuation there. You can stamp things. So you can stamp. There we go. There's some hearts for you. If I don't want one of those hearts, I can erase it. Okay, so you'll enjoy, I think, using the whiteboard for an opportunity for discussion. All right, I think that will do it. Good luck using Zoom.